To me, this is like the big money's going to read this. BlackRock's the biggest asset allocator in the world, and they're going to follow Larry Fink's advice, and they're going to buy 2%. 2% of, 200 trillion is $4 trillion. We're not going to get there overnight, but I tell you, we are going to have hundreds of billions of dollars potentially next year, potentially in 2025. That's going to move the market up quite a bit. $200 billion should move the market up to, 300,000, 400,000. Sky's the limit, really. But you have to look at it over a decade. This is going to be an amazing decade to own Bitcoin.
Bitcoin Zella stands out with its simplicity and clarity. We've crafted an experience that anyone can dive into, whether you're a crypto expert or just a new to the crypto world. Now, guess who keeps his eye on us? The author of best-selling book Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki. And we want to take this opportunity and thank all the people who trusted us, and we read every comment. And the best part, it's free. Subscribing now means you will get all new information for free. Don't just follow the trends, stay ahead of them. Subscribe to Bitcoin Zella today and enjoy the new edge. In this video, Fred Krueger discusses BlackRock's groundbreaking 2% model allocation and its potential impact on global markets. Let's catch in to explore how this strategy could reshape investment portfolios and drive financial innovation.
There are three adoptions drivers they see. First is that it allows you to transmit money across borders. They're not concerned about intercompany payments. They're just thinking across borders. The second is anybody can participate in it. And the third is it's decentralized, and they're focusing on just no ability from governments, and specifically to increase supply. That's the way BlackRock thinks of this asset. I can think of 10 other reasons why you should buy Bitcoin. The fact that your ex-wife can't grab it from you, the fact that the government can't grab it from you, the fact that you can potentially move with your Bitcoin really easily, lots of other reasons. But these are good. And then they make the point that Bitcoin's like the Mag 7. Now, that's Google, Amazon, Apple, Tesla, NVIDIA, Meta, and Microsoft. And they say the average market cap of those Mag 7 is 2.5 trillion, and Bitcoin's now sort of falling right in that range, 2 trillion. And they make the case that they were sort of similar risk characteristics to adding, a 2% allocation of any one of those stocks or all 7 of those stocks to your portfolio. They say you should add Bitcoin. Now, I think it's really interesting for them to say, hey guys, this is now the Mag 7 plus Bitcoin. So this is like a new entrant. And then the question everybody's going to be having is, well, how did those Mag 7 do over the last decade? And this is how they did. Apple, 10x. Microsoft, 8x. Google and Microsoft only 5 and 6x, but NVIDIA, 40x. Tesla, 60x. And Meta was the dog of them, 4x. This is responsible for most of the growth of the stock market, or the U.S. stock market, over the last decade. On average, these things have gone 19x. You kind of need to be long one of these things, and if it's Bitcoin, it's part of the new Mag 8. You've done just fine by being long NVIDIA. You don't have to be long Bitcoin.
A massive $19.8 billion Bitcoin options expiry is set for December 27, sparking intense speculation about its potential impact on BTC's price trajectory. With the options expiry scheduled for 8 o'clock a.m. UTC, traders on both sides of the market are maneuvering to tilt the scales in their favor. Bitcoin's recent surge above $100,000 has shaken bearish sentiment, leaving many put-sell options practically worthless, while emboldening bullish traders who see this as an opportunity to push prices to uncharted highs. The open interest for call-buy options far outweighs that of puts, standing at $12 billion compared to $7.8 billion, indicating a clear advantage for bulls. Leading this activity is Deribit, commanding 72% of the options market, followed by CME and Binance. However, the game is far from over. Both bulls and bears are incentivized to influence the spot price of Bitcoin ahead of the expiry, with bulls aiming for prices above $110,000 and bears striving to drag BTC below $95,000 to mitigate their losses. Institutional demand continues to bolster bullish momentum. December has seen significant activity, with ETF drawing $4.5 billion in inflows in companies like MicroStrategy acquiring massive quantities of Bitcoin. Murrah Holdings joined the frenzy, purchasing over 11,000 BTC, signaling robust interest from institutional players. These developments coincide with legislative proposals, such as the potential creation of a U.S. strategic Bitcoin reserve, fueling optimism among bulls. If Bitcoin's price remains near $100,500 at expiry, bears face a grim outlook, as only $275 million worth of puts will retain value. The dominance of call options could tilt the market heavily in favor of bulls. However, the stakes remain high. Should bears succeed in dragging prices below $95,000, they could recoup some losses, while bulls eye the $105,000 threshold as a gateway to a new all-time high. The outcome of this clash could shape Bitcoin's trajectory well into the new year, marking a decisive moment for traders on both sides of the market.
You kind of need one of these kind of hot sauces in your portfolio. So this is the ultra-conservative portfolio, but they're saying at least 2% of one of these things or 2% of all these things. And I think they're sort of saying Bitcoin is really a new one, and it has one other characteristic, which is there's no correlation, right? So it's uncorrelated with any of these things. All of these Mag 7s are very correlated with each other. Bitcoin has no correlation, so they're sort of saying it belongs in everybody's portfolio. And then finally, they say, it could become less risky later. So you might want to put more later, but you're not going to get the bang for your buck that you have now. They specifically say that, once the adoption becomes widespread, you're no longer going to have a structural catalyst for further sizable price rise. So this is something where they see the opportunity is right now for the next 10 years. And, that's why I think a lot of people are going to look at this report and they're going to be like, yeah, I kind of got to get involved right now. I don't need to wait 5 years or 10 years to add Bitcoin to the portfolio. So to me, this is like the big money's going to read this. BlackRock's the biggest asset allocator in the world, and they're going to follow Larry Fink's advice, and they're going to buy 2%. 2% of, 200 trillion is $4 trillion. We're not going to get there overnight, but I tell you, we are going to have hundreds of billions of dollars potentially next year, potentially in 2025. That's going to move the market up quite a bit. $200 billion should move the market up to, 300,000, 400,000. Sky's the limit, really. But you have to look at it over a decade. This is going to be an amazing decade to own Bitcoin.
MicroStrategy's stock has soared an extraordinary 500% year-to-date, driven by its aggressive Bitcoin-focused strategy. Since adopting this approach on August 10, 2020, the company has delivered an annualized return of 124%, far outpacing traditional investments like real estate, gold, and bonds. Bitcoin itself has offered a robust 64% annualized return during the same period, eclipsing the performance of even the Magnificent 7 tech stocks, which averaged 31%. Bonds, in stark contrast, boasted a dismal 5% return, highlighting the remarkable outperformance of Bitcoin-driven investments. Executive Chairman Michael Saylor has shared projections suggesting Bitcoin could reach $13 million per coin by 2045, fueled by its capped supply and growing institutional adoption. MicroStrategy currently holds 423,650 BTC, a treasure chest that has attracted investors seeking high volatility, high reward opportunities. As Bitcoin recently surged past $100,000, MSTR's stock gains have further solidified its status as a leveraged bet on BTC's trajectory. While the company's bold strategy offers outsized returns, it also carries significant risks. A downturn in Bitcoin's price could negatively impact the stock, and sustaining its market premium remains challenging. Nevertheless, MicroStrategy's success exemplifies the power of visionary leadership and the growing allure of Bitcoin as a dominant asset in modern portfolios. And do not forget to subscribe to Bitcoin Seller. The most important news will reach your inbox on a daily basis and for free. I do not know why you have not subscribed yet. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more daily updates. Remember, knowledge is power, and we're here to empower you on your financial journey. Until next time, happy investing.